Okay, so I'm trading ahead of the 250 macro, London macro, because we expect to see price definitely go lower for the draw liquidity, which is the midnight opening range low and also the Asian low. And yeah, basically I'm just entering with that 3-minute CB. And yes, I took the entry ahead of the macro time because to me it's already done like max enough. A lot of short-term highs are already taken, and then we had that displacement from the hourly rejection block. So I was trading based on the hourly confluence, but you will see that it turns out that I was just offside, and it looks like it wanted to go for the previous day's high and then only trade lower for my draw liquidity. So right now, going down to the 1-minute chart, just looking at that emergent failure gap and moving the stop, because yeah, managing risk is what we are supposed to do. Okay, right there basically kills the trade idea already. So not really kills the trade idea, it made me more cautious. Okay, and just typing out the immediate rebalance. Next 6 minute we should see expansion lower. So that is primarily why I did shift the stop loss also. So going back to the fair gap I used for entry, and boom, there we go. Stop out, just a small loss, and yep, you can see that I consider it a win. Okay,
Yeah.
so right now we are looking at a screenshot from my journal, and this is a hourly chart. Okay, and you can see that I sold at 2138, and my stop loss was at 21324. So basically my hourly confidence was, I was looking at that rejection block right there. You can see that we had displacement from here, and that is what make it think lower, because my bias was bearish for this particular silver bullet London session. So you can see that the bias pan out beautifully after it tags the previous day high, which is that gray line. So I was right about the direction, but being right don't guarantees profitability. So yeah, I'm very happy with how I manage risk, and the fact that it pans out means my ability to read price, to predict where price might go is getting better. Okay, it's really getting better. Okay,
Okay,
so
so
this
this
is a
is a
15
15
minute
minute
chart
chart
dropping
dropping
down.
down.
We
You
can
can
see
see
that
that
my
my
draw,
draw,
okay,
okay,
there's a
there's a
price
price
note
note
there,
there,
and
and
the
the
and
and
it
it
is
is
noted
noted
as
as
draw,
draw,
and
and
draw
draw
was
was
tagged
tagged
during
during
the
the
two
two
vertical
vertical
lines.
lines.
Okay, you can see that the two vertical lines, we have the silver bullet London session 3 a.m, and it indeed traded lower. Okay, but just not during the 250 macro. It was doing like the around the 3 o'clock, but I was trading ahead of the 250 macro. So basically what the 250 macro did was expand higher, took out previous day's high, then displaced lower. We had displacement all the way, but later you guys will see that in the 5 minute chart I did not have um, a opportunity to get in sync with the trade, because it was just one way straight down. So the PD arrays were all not used, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So the Asian low that I was looking for was tagged during 5 a.m, and the draw, that line there, that price note, is the opening range gap low. It's the opening range midnight opening range low. Okay, not opening range gap low. So all this got panned out, and yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with the way it did transpire. Well, no doubt I did not get a profit from this, but anyways, it was a quite a good study, and I control myself. I did not trade afterwards because okay, something really funny is I thought it was a Thursday when it was actually a Wednesday. So Thursday this week we have Fat Power jawboning, so I was pretty cautious. And Wednesday, which was this day, actually did not have a news also. So yeah, a bit of an error from my end, but nevertheless, the account is still there. So there was no revenge trade or whatever. It was just trading with a bias and a framework. So pretty much all the mm, I did not break any rules, and I did follow the framework that I was looking for lower prices, and I waited for the setup. And at the start, it was a nice setup. Okay, in 3 minutes we had the displacement from the fair value gap, and then we had time 250 macro, and was displacing from that hourly rejection block. Everything was nice, but turns out that it looked nice, but I was simply wrong that about the narrative about how price wanted to go lower. So this is a good study from on my end, and there's a little bit of human error also, which is expected because humans, we do make mistakes, and not making it the second time. It's not a mistake, okay? It's actually a very good lesson to learn. And just losing a little bit like that with a good risk to reward potential was maybe like 50-60 points. So it's like a 10 10 multiplier trade. So I don't really feel much in terms of monetary loss. I feel like it was a very good study. And could I have entered back? Yeah, definitely I could have entered back, but the point is my draw on liquidity was on spot, and everything was on spot, just the entry. So not removing the need of me getting right, being right to be profitable right now is really a very forgiving. It's really a very forgiving move for me because you know I don't beat myself up for being wrong because, well, I was right but not profitable. And it was a very nice trade that panned out after taking the previous day high. So again, another confirmation that around previous 3 days, last 3 weeks, last weeks, high or low, there are a lot of setup, a lot of liquidity right there. So yeah, right now I'm feeling more confident with my ability to read price. No doubt that I still am facing the doubting to enter or not, because I believe it takes some time for me to just get over to not care about the outcome and just execute accordingly. So that's it for this trade, and yeah, I'll probably see you guys in the next one.